Have you ever wondered why some people are racist? Like, what actually goes on in their heads that makes them believe someone's worth less because of skin color? It's not just hate, it's psychology. It's learned, it's wired deep. And today, we're gonna tear it apart piece by piece. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Racism is not born, it's built. No child comes into this world thinking in colors. You can put 10 toddlers from different backgrounds in a room, they'll play, laugh, and share toys like it's nothing. But give those same kids a few years in a biased environment, and you'll start to see walls forming in their minds. That's where racism begins, not in the heart, but in the brain. So, what's actually happening up there? Psychologists have found that humans naturally sort things. It's called categorization. Your brain loves to label stuff: safe, dangerous, familiar, different. It's a survival mechanism that goes way back to when our ancestors lived in tribes. Back then, different could mean danger. So our brains evolved to quickly identify who's us and who's them. Fast forward thousands of years, and that same instinct still exists, but now it's misplaced. Instead of protecting us from wild animals, it's judging people who just look different. But categorization alone doesn't make someone racist. That's just the raw wiring. The real poison comes when fear, ignorance, and social influence mix into it. There's something called in-group bias. It means we naturally prefer people who are similar to us. Same background, same accent, same vibe. That's fine in small doses. But when that bias grows into believing your group is better, that's when prejudice begins. Let's take a classic example. Imagine someone grows up in a small town where they never meet anyone outside their race. Every story they hear about outsiders is negative: crime, danger, stereotypes. Their brain forms patterns. So when they finally see someone different, it automatically fires the threat signal. They might not even realize it consciously. That's called implicit bias, the kind of racism that hides behind polite smiles and "I'm not racist but" sentences. Here's the thing though, racism isn't just psychological, it's emotional. Fear plays a massive role. Studies show that when people feel insecure, economically, socially, or even personally, they're more likely to blame others. It's a mental shortcut. The mind says, "I'm struggling because of them." But not all racists act the same. Psychologists usually break them into two types: dominative racists, who are openly aggressive and proud of their beliefs, and aversive racists, who might deny being racist but still act on bias without realizing it. Now here's where it gets darker. Some people use racism to build power. That's social dominance theory. It says certain individuals believe the world should have hierarchies. Some people on top, others below. Racism in that sense becomes a tool. It's not about fear anymore, it's about control. And when systems are built around that belief, it becomes institutional racism. The kind you can't see in someone's face, but you can feel in schools, jobs, and laws. But let's flip the lens for a second. Can a racist change? Psychologists say yes, but it's hard. Because to change, you have to face the uncomfortable truth that your worldview is broken. That takes humility, empathy, and exposure. In one famous experiment, researchers found that contact, simply spending time with people of other races, reduces prejudice over time. When people eat together, work together, or struggle through the same problems, the brain starts to overwrite its old categories. Them becomes us. It's literally reprogramming your mind through experience. And here's a thought most people never consider. Some races aren't driven by hate, they're driven by belonging. When you don't feel powerful, joining a group that says you're superior can feel like medicine. It gives identity, purpose, pride. So what's the cure? Education helps, exposure helps, but the real cure lies in self-awareness. Racism hides in automatic thoughts, jokes, reactions, even silence. The strongest minds aren't the ones who say, "I'm not racist." They're the ones who say, "I might have bias. Let me check it." Because the human brain will always label and categorize, but the human soul can choose what to do with those labels. So the next time you see someone spewing hate online or acting superior because of color, don't just think, "What a bad person." Think, "That's a scared person, a programmed person, a product of ignorance." And then remember, it's not your job to hate them back. It's your job to understand how they became that way and make sure you never do. Because the moment you stop questioning your own mind, you become a victim of it. So take care and subscribe, please.